If you've been following this series, you've got a real app running on the internet. But when you build features, you're probably still doing this. Open Notion to read the spec. Switch to Claude Code. Type out what you remember. Open Slack to check a message. Switch back. You're the middleman between your tools and your AI. In this video, we're going to fix that. You'll connect Claude Code directly to Notion, Slack, and more, so it can read your docs and post updates without you copying anything. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Think of it as a universal adapter. Just like USB-C lets you plug any device into your laptop, MCP lets Claude Code plug into any tool. Notion, Slack, Linear, GitHub, Supabase, even your own custom APIs. Each tool gets an MCP server, which is a small program that translates between Claude and that tool's API. You don't write these servers. They already exist. You just configure them. Here's the flow. You ask Claude something like, check my Notion page for the feature spec. Claude sees that a Notion MCP server is configured. It calls that server, which reads the Notion API and returns the content. Claude now has the full context of your spec without you copying anything. The same works in reverse. Claude can write to Notion, post to Slack, create linear tickets. It's two-way communication between Claude and your tools. Let's set up the Notion MCP server step by step. First, go to notion.so/my-integrations in your browser. Click New Integration. Give it a name like Claude Access, select your workspace, and click Create. Notion gives you an internal integration token that starts with ntn_. Copy that token. Now the important part that people miss. Go to the Notion page you want Claude to read, click the three-dot menu, click Connections, and add your new integration. The page has to be explicitly shared with the integration. Now open your Claude Code settings. On Mac, that's /claude-settings.json. Add an MCP servers block with the Notion server name, the npx command to run it, and your token in the env section. Save the file and restart Claude Code. Let's see it in action. You've configured the Notion MCP server. Now in Claude Code, you type, read my product brief from Notion, and summarize the key requirements. Claude connects to Notion, finds your page, reads the content, and gives you a clean summary. No browser tab, no copy-paste. The spec is now in Claude's context, and you can say, now build the feature based on that spec. Claude has everything it needs. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, I run free live sessions every Friday at noon Eastern. Scan the QR code on screen to join. Would love to see you there. Notion is just the start. For Slack, create a Slack app at api.slack.com. Enable the permissions you need and grab the bot user OAuth token. For Linear, go to Linear Settings, then API, and create a personal API key. For GitHub, use the same personal access token you created when you set up Git in Video 5. For Supabase, go to your project settings, then API, and copy the service role key. Each one follows the same pattern. Get the token from the tool settings. Add the MCP server config to your settings.json. Restart Claude Code. Same 3 steps every time. Here's what a real workflow looks like. Step 1. Tell Claude to read the product brief from Notion. Step 2. Tell Claude to build the feature based on that brief. Step 3. Tell Claude to push the code and post a summary to Slack. 3 prompts. You went from spec to shipped feature to team update without leaving your terminal. This is what it means to be a PM who ships. Let's step back. You learned what MCP is, a universal adapter that connects Claude Code to external tools. You configured a settings file with a few lines of JSON. You connected Notion and saw Claude read your docs directly. And you saw a full workflow. Read a spec, build the feature, post to Slack, all from our terminal. No more being the copy-paste middleman between your tools and your AI. Your app is deployed and your tools are connected. But right now, your app is still a static front end. If someone fills out a form, the data disappears on refresh. In the next video, we'll add a real database and user authentication with Supabase. Your app will store data, remember users, and feel like a real product. That's the full picture. If you want to go deeper, join my free live session this Friday at noon Eastern on Maven. I walk through this hands-on, answer questions, and show you how to build it yourself. Scan the QR code to join.